Okay, welcome to Dema Home Tech. Here is where you learned everything about web development. We are going to begin with the basics. So just stick with us, and at the end, you are going to be a professional web developer. If this is your first time of seeing my videos, then I will encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can press the notification button so that you get notified anytime I post a new tutorial. So let's get into business. If this is your first time of hearing of web developing, web developing is just a process of creating websites. And you know, websites where you go, then you can put in data and whatever. So for us to begin coding, we need software that you'll be using for coding, and I will recommend you to go and download a software called VS Code, that is Visual Studio Code. It's very simple to use, and as a beginner, I think that one will help it even make things simpler when coding. Yes. So where to get it? Just go to your Microsoft Store, or you go to Chrome if you have Chrome, or if you have any web browser. And one thing I want to tell you is the best way of downloading software into your PC is this one website called Get Into PC. So just go to your browser, go and type Get Into PC. Oh no, to just type Get Into PC. If you type something like that, then all you need to do is you will remove the spaces between Get Into PC. Let's say we have Get Into PC. So this is what Get Into PC, right? So you come between the get and the in, you remove the space. Then you come between the get in and the to, then you remove this. You know there will not be space there. So then between the to and the PC, then you do what? You remove the space. Just search and something like this. So let's say here, first Get Into PC. So if you just go, you see where to search for the software you are looking for, and that is the best form of downloading software to your PC. So if you download the VS Code, we begin coding, and I think if you are coding, let's say you create a file, you start coding, you need a web browser to open the outcome of the codes that you've been typing. So let me say, like, you come, I've already have my VS Code here, so I already opened it, so I come here, so I come to here, files, new, so I create a new file. So let me name it whatever I want to name it, but I'll name it Dema. So press enter to take you to what? File Explorer. So here is the name. So if you come here, you attach .html, and this is what we are creating, what? HTML file. And this is what we're using for code. So you choose where the file should be located. Let me see, I want mine to be in desktop. I have folders here, I can put it in any folder. So or I can just create it on the desktop. So let me see here. Which one should I use? Okay, let me use my HTML. And if you don't have one, you can go and create a folder. Just create a folder and create a file inside. And your file is created. And here is what? My dema.html. And this is where we are going to begin what's coding. So if you come here, let's come back, go to desktop, where I created my file. You will see here dema. So here, and you can see here it's not with this VS Code symbol. It's with what? Opera symbol. So that means you open it with Opera, or you can open it with any browser. So I'll open mine with Microsoft Edge here. Opera is there, Internet Explorer, Firefox. You can open yours with any browser you have, but mine I will open with So here is what? My dema.html. And for now we haven't started coding, so the page must be empty. There's nothing inside. Immediately you started coding, your results will be displaying here. Okay, so let's get started. So introduction to HTML. There's one thing you need to know when starting with the skeleton for coding. And here, if you just type HTML, you see they'll suggest options for you. So that's the beauty part of using VS Code. So they'll suggest names for you, and what I'm looking for is HTML column 5, and that is automatic generation of the skeleton. This is the skeleton of HTML. This is the skeleton. So in other softwares, coding softwares, you wouldn't get it easy like this. So you have to type doctype HTML language. You say English head. Here's the opening header. Here's the closing header. Then we have meta character set. Here's the character ref, and you type all those things. So here's the title of our website, of our web that you are going to develop. So you can change it to any name. Here is document. So let me change mine to Dema Home Tech. Dema Home Tech. So I've changed mine to Dema. Dema Home Tech. So you can also change yours. So even if you go back to the list, you can see here the name is what? Dema.html. But if you refresh it, you see that the website name is now what? Dema Home Tech. Refreshing it, you come to this symbol, or you press Ctrl+R on your keyboard to refresh the page and see what has changed. So here's our skeleton. So we are going to create something like, let's say, header, and headers, we have header from header 1 to header 6. Header 1 is the biggest, header 2 is next to header 1, and so on. So let's use header 1. And the tag for header 1 is what? H1. H stands for header. So header 1, let's say Dema home tag. That's my company, so I have to be using the name, but you can also use any name you want. Dema home tag, something like this. So here is my header. So if I go back to the page, here is my page, here is the page. So you can see there's nothing, but immediately I refresh it, you can see that this Dema home tag here, that has my header, and you can see is what? The writing is very big. And you can resize it using CSS, and we'll talk about that later. So let's continue. Let's come back to our VS Code. Like here's our VS Code, and this one text tag which is called P for what? Paragraph. So paragraphs are also used to create paragraphs in the web page. So paragraph, let's just type something. Let's say welcome. Use small letters. Okay. Whatever. Welcome to Dema home tag. Welcome to Dema home tag. So here is a paragraph. So what you need to know is that paragraphs, normal paragraphs. So the header must be bigger than the paragraph. It's by default. So, but you can resize it to the extent that the paragraph will be bigger than the header. But I don't think that will be looking appropriate. So let's refresh our page and see whether welcome to our paragraph will appear or not. And you can see here's our paragraph. Welcome to Dema home tag. As the paragraph we just created. So that is how it has done. So what you just need to know is that when you have to start coding, you need a software for the coding and a browser for opening the coding file to see your outcome, the results. And sometimes it's going to be like you code small, you go to your web browser, you refresh it and see the changes that is made. But sometimes refreshing is like, here you have to save it before you go and refresh. But me, I set mine as auto save, so even if I don't save it, it will save automatically. But you can save it by Ctrl+S as save to save your desktop before you go to your browser and refresh it. So that's it. Now let's talk about live server. There's something we could call live server. So it's made simple. It's not necessary, but it's made simple. Live server, the purpose of live server is when you code, it will automatically refresh. So immediately you come back to your browser, it will already refresh, and the changes that you made will appear automatically without you refreshing it. So let's see how that is done. If you don't have one, you come here, extensions. Then you click on it. And I already have it. So you click on it, you search for, they'll give you this, and you search here, then you search what? Live server, and you find it. I've already installed live server into my list. So if you don't have one, you install one. Okay. So let's come back to our code. So let me open this file with what? Live server. Here's my live server. So I open mine with live server. My PC somehow should do it. Okay. Maybe they are looking for the lesson I should use. Let me move my lesson, my file to different folder and shout out done. My project. Move it here. Come here. Close this one. Come here. You see my project. Here's my demo. You open it with VS Code. And here's Gamset. And you do what? You open it with live server. Okay, they say we should open the folder before live server could be used. So let's come here. Let's come my project. So I select the folder and it will be opened here. So here's my lesson. So let me go. Here's demo. And I can now open it with what? Live server. We can see something. So here's the live server. So I can close it and previous page. So we are now using what? Live server. So let me tell you how that works. And put it from here and put this one on the other side. So here's the browser, and here's the lesson, what you call it. Here's good. So immediately you change something here, it will automatically refresh here. You will not be the need to save, go and refresh, save, go and refresh. Okay, so let's do something. Let's use CSS. Let me start the head, the H1, and then the paragraph. Let me start with the H1. So CSS, what you need to know is that whatever is going to display on this page, on the web page, will be in the body. And here's the body opening body tag, and here's the closing body tag. And whatever it's not going to display, but it will change the features. It's going to be inside the header tag. And here's our header tag, like this. I changed the title to the home tag, but you not see it on the page. It's only on this one. It's the name, so it's not going to be here. So if you have like this, viewport, whatever, you will see them here. But they take actions. They change the features of the web page. So if you are going to start it will be inside the header tag. So start CSS, we use the tag called start to start our web page. So here's the web page we're talking about. Here's what we're going to start, and it's what? H1. So let's see H1. Then you open curly brackets. You can set the background color. Let me say green. Let me see how that looks. Can you see? I don't go to the web browser to change the background color of this text. It's automatically changed. So if I come to P, this one is what? Paragraph to P. Let's see P. and you open your curly bracket, let's change the background to let me say blue. Not good, you see that one too has changed. But there's something we call div. If you want to group these two into one distance so that the color will apply to this one too, what you need to do is that you create a div. A div is like a container that will contain both the header and the paragraph. Both the header and the paragraph. So let's do this. Create a div. You have div for div. So you press enter. This is our div. You put both the paragraph and the header inside the div. So you have it here. I cut it. I paste it here. I paste it here. So if you want like you have the H1, then you can class the div. Like if you want to style it, the H means then this header is H1 is the identity. You use H1 to identify this header. So you can class it and name it something else so that you're using that what you have classed it with to be identifying the div. So let's say class, then let's say header. So I class mine with header. You can class it anyhow. So let's remove this stars. And you see it automatically disappear from here. So let's say dots. And if you want to start something, you start it with dots. So let's say header. Then you open your curly bracket. You always style with curly bracket. Let's say background color, say green. And you can see the background color now apply to both the paragraph and the header. You can set the color of the text. So using an element called color, just color. So color, let's say white. You can see the color of the text has changed to white. You can change it to any style. You can say font size. You can change the size of the text. Font size here. So I normally use pixels, so you can use whatever. So let me set mine to 70 pixels. Px for pixels. You can see very big. Oh, it's too big. Let's reduce it to 30 pixels. You see. And if you want to change the size of the header only, then you come and then specify that you are changing the size of the header. Only the header. You come and the header is what, the H1. Then you say H1, or you can say header H1. Header H1. Don't forget about these dots. Always bring it. Header H1. Then you open your curly bracket. Then you set font size. You are changing the size of the font. Let's say 30 pixels. So it's somehow smaller. You can increase it. Let's say 50 pixels. So you can see only the the header is changing. The paragraph remains the same. And you can change the paragraph to by what? Header P. If you want to apply and start to only one thing, then you have to specify. So you say what? Dot header P. Don't forget about the dot header P. Then you open your curly bracket. You set what? Font size. Font size you can say large. You can use extra large, whatever. But you can also set the font size with the numbers. It's 7 degrees. That will recognize it. Just say large. This size are by default. So you can change it. Let's say 20 pixels. I normally use pixels. You see, this has changed. And mind you, we are using live server, so there's no need to go and refresh it. Say 25. You see, somehow bigger. Let's say 30, and somehow more bigger. Let's say it will become smaller. This is 10 pixels. Very small. So if I say 1 pixels, you cannot even see it. It's here. You cannot see it. It's here. So that's how it's done. You can say 2 pixels and it will increase small. See it here. It's increasing small. Let's say 3 pixels. You keep on increasing. 5. You see it is now getting bigger. 7. Getting bigger. 9. Pixels, you see. 10. So, but if you don't set it, it will reset by 10%. So that's how you can change it. So we're just going to talk some more about the header and the paragraph. The other tabs we're talking about that one in our next video. So have a nice day, and don't forget to subscribe to the Mahon Tech so that you learn web development gradually. All you need to do is get the VS Code if you don't have one, and I will be posting another video telling you how to use smartphone like this smartphone to code. You can use smartphone if you don't have laptop. Sometimes the financial background is not that strong to get you a PC, so you can use your smartphone to code, and I'll teach you how to use it and the apps that you can get from App Store or Play Store, whatever. So have a nice day, and don't forget to subscribe to the Mahon Tech. Bye. See you in the next video.